How's it going, everybody? My name is Joe, and I'm going to be reacting to Superman and Lois, Season 3, Episode 7. And before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.
Mom, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. We'll be home before dinner.
You're not telling us something.
Yeah, she's definitely getting worse, unfortunately.
Okay, did you get the food already?
Not yet.
Dad, come on. He's gonna be here in less than 2 hours.
Mateo.
I wanted him to tell you way sooner than he did, but he was just concerned about,
I appreciate it, but you don't have to worry. We're fine.
Have a great day.
We know you already have. Chrissy,
It's okay.
don't ever do that again.
Mom, somebody has to
Yeah.
say something.
None of this is Chrissy's fault.
Oh, you're lucky. He's such a caring husband.
Clark's the best.
My husband's the same way.
Yeah, tell us
He
about
just-
Bruno.
He'd do anything for me.
This is Moxie's restaurant.
So, I want to be with you. Why is Moxie gonna care? We both work for him.
That was
Things aren't as
flashback.
easy as when we were kids. No, you
Moxie was the
don't.
leader of the
Let
inner
me
gang,
explain it to me.
right?
How are your boys handling things?
Which reminds me, I should probably check on them.
I don't believe she has the proper makeup to withstand Kryptonian procedures. The risk is too great.
It's worth a shot.
My technology could kill her.
She might die anyway.
She didn't sound fine last night.
What if there was another way?
Your mom and I have already discussed this.
Yeah, not with us. We were just trying to help, which is what you should have been here doing the entire time.
Excuse me?
I explained the dangers.
You just explained why our dad was scared.
Stop it right there.
Yeah, come on,
I understand you're
Jonathan.
worried about your mom, but don't you dare act like I don't care just as much as you.
Right?
What about you? Do you have any photos of your family?
Actually, I don't have my phone with me.
Slick move.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you about Bruno Mannheim. Living here your whole life. You must have met him.
So, what, you want to take Luther out? What the hell is wrong with you? I don't want to take Lex out. I want to make him a deal. Offer him the rest of the city. And then, in return, he gives us back our neighborhood free and clear. We got an infrastructure just waiting to be modernized. By who, you? Not just me. This ain't a democracy. No, it's a business. It would grow tenfold if you were to make this move. Let me think it over. Pia here, she'll be in touch.
Yeah, I've seen Bruno in passing. Nothing worth mentioning.
What about at Little Aces? I saw his photo on the wall there. It looks like he's a regular.
What are you implying?
Nothing. Just that you both go there a lot.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you interrogating me?
Conversation turned.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
It's my last treatment. I don't feel great. I'm gonna go sit over there and close my eyes. Please don't follow me.
Oof.
Okay.
Cooking dinner for someone special? Not
My
that it's
kid.
any of my business.
A kid and her
That's
date.
actually having her boyfriend over for lunch. It's nice to see Nat finally having a crush, you know?
It seemed like more than that to me.
What makes you say that?
Seemed really smitten with each other.
Too bad, because he lives all the way out in Metropolis, you know?
That's not that far, especially if he's got a car.
That's true.
So when you're that age and you're falling in love, there's no better feeling.
The boys are at the fortress.
Right after you left, I started asking Pia about Bruno, and it got ugly.
I'm sure it wasn't that bad.
She
was
walked
pretty
away
bad.
from me with her chemo cart to be as far away as possible. She's my friend, and I'm questioning her like she's a part of some conspiracy.
Bruno is hiding something, and you're so close to figuring it out. I think you might just need a little help.
Help from whom?
Yours truly.
I just wanted to give you a chance to tell the world your story.
Smart.
I want you to see what I see.
A dump?
Opportunity.
His home.
You wanna buy this place?
I already did.
Huh.
My whole life, I waited for things to be better. Waited for change. I don't want to wait anymore. Time for us to reclaim the suicide slums. I saw the potential in things others didn't.
Oh, that seems to be true of every investment of yours. Except with your hospital. You've invested millions into cancer research, but to date, you haven't made a cent.
Your point?
Every investment you've ever made has been profitable, except for this one.
I'm saving
cancer.
people. I don't need to profit from illness, especially cancer.
She also told me about Henry Miller and James Stefano, two criminals who have been experimented on. Were they also part of your research? Because if they were, it certainly makes me wonder, Mr. Mannheim, how far would you go to cure this disease?
Your wife's sick. If her treatment doesn't work, she'll likely die. So you tell me, Mr. Kent, how far would you go to save her?
There we go. Flip it back at you.
They're just trying not to make us freak out.
Are you sure you're not freaking out?
No, they're hiding something from us. Really?
They found the will.
You've got a key already?
No, your dad loaned it to me for today.
Well, I guess I'll just wait here until the movie then.
You're coming.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that it'd be a small first step for us to...
that's not happening.
Okay, well, you don't have to leave, Sarah.
I also don't have to hang out with my dad's hookup.
That's not what I am.
Yeah, she's not a hookup. Come on.
That's what it looked like this morning.
I know where you're at right now. I know how it feels to see your dad date. Sarah, it sucks. But that doesn't give you the right to go full-on mean girl.
Yeah.
Your dad is stuck at the station for the rest of the day. Movie's off. I don't know, take it wherever you want.
They're gonna go on a date. Go hang out.
It's firm grip. You got that.
Thanks.
His face.
I hope you're hungry.
You didn't have to do all this for me, sir. It was more for Bug. Bug? Not Bug. That's what I called her when she was
There you go. Gotta embarrass the kid in front of the significant other now.
Your parents okay with you making the trek back and forth to Metropolis alone?
Yeah, I mean, they trust me.
That's not that far.
Think
No,
I'm-
don't apologize. Because my dad's short-circuiting for whatever reason doesn't make that your problem.
Honestly, I don't have that many friends, and I really like you, and I don't know how I could have done it without you. I don't want to just be cancer friends, though. I want to be friends. This, you and me,
Opposites for sure.
completely different worlds.
Yep.
John, what happened to cool dad?
He never showed up. I thought that I could handle not having a boyfriend, but then I saw the way he was looking at her. I just felt myself getting really protective. It was like this other person took over. All I wanted for her to do is teenager thing.
Yeah. And now that she's doing
She
it,
is, I'm terrified.
Clearly trying to intimidate you.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. But your dad's gonna have to step his game up if he wants to scare me away. I'm gonna kill your dad with kindness and possibly gifts until he realizes that I am the perfect guy to date his daughter.
that was a good little spiel by him. I wonder if they're doing the same movie as them too.
Oh my God, it's like a candy shop in here.
Yeah, well, why pay movie theater prices for what you can just sneak in yourself?
These gummies look good.
Oh my God, no, those aren't for sharing.
I wonder why.
Oh my God, you're a stoner.
No, this is so inappropriate. Please don't tell your dad about this.
So why do you keep acting like I'm the bad guy?
Because you're playing God, giving powers to criminals, putting people in danger.
Even if that's true, isn't risking a few lives for a breakthrough that could save millions worth it? How could you even look me in the eye and say you'd do anything for Lois?
Because I would.
And admit that I'm right. This is your wife we're talking about.
This is personal for you.
Don't
Yeah.
call me.
It's why you bought the hospital, why you're experimenting on criminals. Someone you care about is sick.
Mm-hmm. Connecting the dots.
I can't do this anymore. You and me, we weren't supposed to become friends.
Yep.
Everything I told you was real about me, about how I was feeling. Just didn't tell you about
My husband.
him.
The reveal. This is cool.
My husband's not who you think he is, Lois. Everything he's done, it's all been for me. I'm glad she knows.
Come on, connect it.
All of these years, why would you keep this a secret?
My whole life, people have judged me, thinking the worst. I just didn't want them thinking the same way about Pia.
Looks like my treatment's finished.
Now you know the truth. Do what you want with it.
I can't believe I never figured it out.
They're not the only family that's kept a big secret.
Yeah. I'm glad that we got this softer side from
Let's
Bruno.
ring this damn bell. Screw cancer!
Screw cancer.
Cancer.
The realization. Uh-oh. No, don't.
What did we just talk about?
You and I need to have a talk.
Your dad's just trying to figure it out. This is new for him, too.
Oh, how is she gonna feel about that? Oh, she is pissed.
And that's first boyfriend, which means you're the first boyfriend I have had to deal with.
And I totally get that. And I
And
just wanted
despite your need to always give the right answer, I can tell you're a good kid. So now I'm trusting you to treat her right.
Yep.
My mom, she raised me to respect women. If I were to ever disrespect Nat, I'd be more afraid of her than you.
Mom sounds like a good woman.
She's great.
Bruno, all of this, it's been to save Pia.
Meanwhile, I've been chasing this brutal crime boss for years, and now all I can see is this loving, doting husband.
You lied to us about how bad this is.
Boys,
These are end-of-life documents, Mom. This is your will.
this is all a normal thing you would do just in case things go bad.
We hear you getting sick.
Jonathan, look, you have to...
What, Dad? Have hope? Just believe that somehow everything is gonna work out fine. You know, maybe that works for you as a Kryptonian, but us humans like Mom and me, we can't. And the last time that I checked, hope doesn't cure cancer.
He's not lying.
I think seeing me like this is a big reminder that he's not like you and Jordan. I'm really sick, and we've been trying to hide it from you and pretend like everything's fine.
Why not use technology from the Fortress?
Because if we use it to help your mom, it wouldn't be fair to keep it from anyone else. And sharing Kryptonian technology here, the risk to the greater good is just far too high.
Okay, I see that
The
point.
chemo's not enough.
And we're all just gonna have to accept that.
I'm glad they're all on the same page now, though.
I know you're doing everything possible to help Mom. I just wish there was more we could do.
You know, I was thinking about what you said earlier about being human like your mom. I understand where it's coming from. I want you to remember that you are just as much Kryptonian as your brother.
Yeah, true.
And he's just as human as you are.
Nice, back to
I've
this.
also been thinking about how you went behind my back. And I think you all need a reminder exactly who's in charge here.
That's pretty terrifying, seeing her without her mask, using her powers. Yeah, they kill this guy and they take over. You're dead, Moxie.
I love you too, Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno, no. Yes, I knew it.
Dining room.
Mateo, yeah, man, what a crazy situation.
You and this girl, you had a nice time then?
I'm telling you, she is the one. I was actually wanting to invite Natalie over to Little Oasis. You two have to meet her.
Alrighty, that was episode 7 of Superman and Lois. That was a pretty good episode. We finally got the background with Peya and Bruno. Also, the realization and Clark and Lois finding out the real reason why Bruno created the hospital in the first place. But the first storyline we could talk about is with Natalie, John, and Mateo. Natalie planned a lunch with her boyfriend and her dad. Mateo was going to come over, and John was going to try to be the cool dad, but he was not. He was that stereotypical dad with that overbearingness over their child. This led to Natalie storming off with Mateo. They ended up going to the movies to see Dumb Einstein. And to loop back to John, he was pretty distraught with how he acted. So he went to get advice from Lana. Lana was able to get him to understand Natalie's being a teenager. She's just doing what he asked her to do, but he's just terrified because obviously this is Natalie's first boyfriend, but this is also John's first time experiencing this as well. So there's definitely a learning curve there. So as Lana and John were walking by the movies, they see Natalie and Mateo making out. John was about to snap. Lana held him back, and John pulled Mateo aside, and John apologized. Mateo has definitely been a good kid, but as we saw at the end of the episode, and I believe I theorized in previous episodes, but we finally learned that Mateo is actually Bruno's and Peya's son. Man, what a cluster between all the members here of the show. The whole conundrum with Lois and Peya, along with Bruno and Clark, but also now Natalie and John with Bruno's son, and the interaction that Steele already had with Bruno is just crazy. Next, we can talk about Jonathan and Jordan. They went over to the fortress to gather information from their grandmother regarding a possible cure for their mom. Clark storms in and gets yelled at by Jonathan. He told them to go home while he stood there with his thoughts. Back at home, we see Jonathan and Jordan just distraught, just mad because they feel that they're hiding Lois' sickness. They say they could hear her throwing up. She's getting worse. She's getting sicker. So after some digging, they find the will, and then they confront Clark and Lois at the end of the episode. So they had to sit down, get on the same headspace. They got realigned, but I definitely understood why the kids felt the way they felt. They're just worried for their mother, and they're not being included on all the new information that Clark and Lois are getting. They just want to be included and be in the know because they want to be prepared for whatever is to come. Lastly, it was cool to kind of see the flashbacks between Peya and Bruno. Just seeing where Bruno came from and how he came into power. We actually saw the takeover, and with the help of Peya, they killed Moxie, and Bruno became the figurehead because of that. We also saw the home that Clark visited in the flashback. Really cool to see the remodel from that to what it is now. And then the two reveals, one at the hospital, one with the talk between Clark and Bruno, and the confession for why he is doing what he's doing with the hospital. Clark and Lois definitely understood. Their mindset definitely changed over the whole situation. And I wonder how Lois is going to attack that next episode. And reveal too, with Mateo being their kid. Overall, this has been a pretty good episode. A lot of realizations, a lot of revelations for a lot of the characters in the show. And I cannot wait to see where they take us next. Other than that, that is all I have. If you have any questions or theories, please leave in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the reaction, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.